Hello, everyone. Welcome to Blood in the Water, our weekly Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. We are just about at the end. This is the second to last episode. And tonight we begin the final night. This will be the first half of the end of our story, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for coming back if you've been with us before. If you haven't, welcome. Please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel so you can continue to catch up on all our games. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the intro. Back. We have just two players at the moment. Whispers will be joining us later, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and have them, our players, tell us who they're playing. So let's start with Aloysius.
Hello, I'm Aloysius. I will be playing Silas Lambert, who's really just hoping to get out of this whole ordeal with his head still on his shoulders.
Right. And Jen.
I'm playing Layla Jensen, who has somehow become sort of the leader of a pack or a pact. And they were going to her house for the night, and then they'll have to come back to Deshawn before 8 o'clock.
Yeah, sounds like kind of sleeper kind of thing. You know, the
kind
whole,
of.
They're
slumber party.
Slumber party, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's just give kind of a quick recap from last episode. Amelie, who is Silas's sire, has arrived in Tampa and has agreed to move Cassandra Underwood to a remote location of her choosing, and has also agreed to find a safe place for Silas's family. That leaves him in Tampa to basically clean up the loose ends and see what else he wants to do from there. Dr. Shirley has an offer to join the Camarilla and potentially serve who now sounds to be the new prince, Prince Jesus Montenegro. And Layla is going to gather her pack and potentially continue the fight with the Sabbat, or not. I guess we'll find out.
A Tremere prince. What a scandal.
A Tremere prince. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So again, this is the final night of our story. It's all or nothing. The characters need to basically, as they say in basketball, just leave it on the floor. Don't hold anything back. So we'll see what they do. We're going to first start with Layla.
Okay.
And it's just after dusk. We're going to say around 8:30, and you've risen for the day. And we're going to do a rouse check.
Boy,
I'm not a very technical storyteller, and I ask for a rouse check every night.
Let's see if I can find that on the character
sheet.
It's
okay. I always remember to do them.
Yep.
I don't even know where they're at. Hold on. There it is. Rouse.
Yep.
Just hit roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say should be at. Yeah, I was gonna say should be at the top of your sheet.
And
I've got a red dot now. Zero successes. Yeah.
You've gotten a tinge hungrier.
Okay.
So you've awoken in your house. That was it was kind of the place where the band crashed and practiced those kinds of things. But let's go ahead and let's get an update on what she's done with the place.
She hasn't done anything with the place. It's all 1970s, and she thought that was really cute, so she's kept it. There is a slightly sunken living room area because I mean we're in Florida, we can't have a basement or anything. So so there's that.
Even that would be a challenge in Florida.
Yeah, well, it's like just a little bit, you know.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So there's that. It's got a bedroom with a canopy bed that she's hung like blackout curtains around, and all the windows have blackout curtains as well because vampire, you know.
Right.
There's a small bathroom with a shower and everything else you'd expect. And she's been telling her group, if you go in there, just flush. I know we don't need it, but the neighbors think so. So just do it. You know?
Someone's going to look at the water bill and wonder why we're not running anything. And that's when the hunters come.
Oh, God. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. There's a lot of like brown carpeting and, strange macrame on the corners of the wall and stuff.
Did she possibly inherit it from someone, or did she?
I think they just bought it at some point because it was on the market and no one else wanted the 70s.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, when you get up, feeling a bit hungry, your pack is actually already up.
Oh, good.
They are kind of they all seem to have different sorts of hobbies. It sounds like Martina has already left the house.
Okay.
Just as soon as she seemed to have just gotten out as soon as it was fully dark. Gary and Ruben are actually sitting at a couch. They're playing...
The couch is a fold-out bed too, so there's enough room for everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're sitting there. They're playing cards, maybe gin rummy or something. And they don't really seem like card game guys, but they seem to have just kind of adopted we sort of just sit and wait until either we're kind of given something to do. We're soldiers at this point.
Right.
Gary seems to be okay with that. Gary's kind of a very organized, he'll probably go, do some reading about, finances or something at some point. Ruben was kind of a weightlifter in his living days, but he doesn't really need to work out anymore. So he's gotten a little anxious sometimes, just kind of sitting around. The thing you don't really care for, though, is Deshaun did send over a couple guys to watch you during the day. They're two kind of muscleheads that he sent over, added security to you. And they generally patrol. Usually, kind of one was patrolling around the house outside. One was kind of inside, watching you guys, in case you need something, But when you got up, you don't see either of them.
Okay, well, I don't know what they were supposed to be doing here, but they're gone, so whatever.
And that's when you kind of notice they're not there. That's when you hear this like kind of loud thud from the garage, and then you hear like another like boom, boom, boom.
The heck's in my garage? All right, so it's not daylight anymore, right?
No.
Okay.
It's
right.
dusk now. Okay.
So I'm going to go out there and try to open the garage.
Okay. And this is like, coming in from the house out into the garage.
Yeah.
And you open the door and it's there's kind of like some resistance. Like you can't quite open it right away.
I'm going to kick it.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to make you roll. You just kick the door open. And when you kick it, you feel like something was against the door. And when you kick the door open and you step out, it's one of your guardians is laying. Apparently, his body had been up against the door, and now when you kicked it, you now see a dead body is laying in your garage.
Where's Martina? Is she in there?
Give me let's have you scan around because there's no lights on in the garage.
Okay.
So let's have you look around. That's gonna give me I think a wits and awareness would be good.
No big thing. Just try and find the most unstable vampire in your house.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dr.
I know what the other two are doing. No.
No, she's not in Layla's house that we're aware of.
That we're aware of. Yeah.
You don't know.
That's why I said that we're aware of.
Right?
We have no idea where Dr. Shirley is at any point in time.
Don't hate. So,
All right. So was it wits and intelligence? Is that right?
wits and awareness, please.
Wits
So,
and
so you do
awareness.
awareness and then add in your wits.
Okay, let me find awareness. I haven't looked at the character sheet in a while. Awareness and wits.
Mhm.
And I just canceled it accidentally. Let me try that again. Okay, roll.
Alrighty, 2
Mhm.
successes.
Yeah.
Looking out through the garage, your eyes start to adjust
Mhm.
much quicker than you would when you were alive.
Mhm.
Much
Um,
quicker.
but
That was
you,
clear.
but it's kind of
Quickly is
as you
not a
step
word.
out, you saw the body,
Mhm.
and then you look, and then you hear a cymbal crash from the drum set that's out there.
I'm gonna slowly walk towards it because something happened. Someone might be
Okay.
playing the drums, I guess.
And as you look over at the drums, you see the other guardian, and he starts staggering towards you, and somebody slit his throat, and he's
Is he human or is he vampire?
he is a ghoul.
He's a ghoul.
So he would be a daytime servant, but he comes staggering towards you.
What? You're not gonna be able to tell me what happened.
No, somebody slashed his throat.
Yeah. All right. I'm looking around to see if anyone's still like in here, or if that's it.
Yep. You look around, and then you hear this familiar voice say, "I didn't really like that guy. He was kind of a prick to you." It is Donnie.
Donnie, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. I go over and give him a big hug.
And he's actually sitting behind the drum kit.
I thought it. Yeah, well, I'm going to
And,
do it
and
anyway.
he goes like "Tut-tut-tut," after he made that joke to you.
Oh my gosh, where have you been?
Oh girl, where haven't I been?
Maybe I don't want
He's
to
like
know.
he's like I've been hanging out in Lakeland with some friends for a couple nights.
Okay.
He's like, Amadeus set us up, man, but I managed to get away. I wasn't sure where you were, if you were with him or what was going on.
A lot's gone on. Long story short, yeah, Amadeus is dead.
No great loss.
Yeah, well, I didn't think you'd worry about that too much, but he brought us to Deshaun. Me and I guess Doyle was already in the van with them, and
Where's Doyle? Is he with you?
he's not. He's sequestered in a really downtrodden apartment building, and Deshaun is using him as
what?
living in
big words.
living in an apartment complex that's kind of run down.
He just like cracks his knuckles,
and
he's like, nobody better have my boy Doyle.
No. It's Deshaun is using him to force me to do whatever Deshaun wants to do.
Who Deshaun? He's that jerk off who's the Western Baron or whatever. We never see him.
He's really. I see him all the time. I'm stuck here now with him.
Why?
Because I followed Liam Amadeus to where we were going in the van because Doyle was in there, and you know how we are. So I don't know, but he's definitely dead.
And he kind of spins a drumstick in his fingers, and slams down. He goes, "All right, well, we're gonna go get Doyle. Let's go."
I don't know what'll happen if I do that though, because I've been in my house as part of my pack. One of them is missing.
And you turn around, and two of them are Gary and Ruben are kind of just leaning out, like,
oh, there they are, two of them.
Giving Donnie a look, like,
yeah, no, he's a friend. Don't mess with him. Don't.
And they're like, okay, and they kind of just back off a little bit.
Yeah. So now that they're gone a little bit,
so pack. So
Sabat.
Oh fuck, Layla.
I didn't know what it was. I was just trying to get Doyle out of there, and it didn't work. And then Deshaun ordered me to kill Liam, and he wanted to kill me, and I won.
All right, well, let's get you out of this shit. Come on, let's go.
Are you sure? What am I going to do with my pack if I don't come back with them? I don't know what Deshaun will do to Doyle.
Bring them along. Maybe we can use them. Who knows?
Okay.
Somebody's got to go in first, right?
I guess. Yeah.
He's like,
all right.
normally that'd be me, but he goes, I'm trying to be, what's the word? Stratego? No, strategic. Yeah.
That's the one. You got it.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. I'm trying
Okay.
to. I'm trying to use my brains for once.
That's good because we need that today.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
let's get these two in.
All
I
right.
don't know. Do you have a van? We came in like a.
He's getting like amped up. He's like, yeah, come on, let's go fuck these people up. Come on, let's go. He's like, yeah, I got a van. Come on, let's go.
All right, I'm gonna walk out. Tag my two guys that are there. Follow me. We're going somewhere.
They're like, with that guy?
Yep.
The freaking punk, whatever.
No, he's well. I
that
don't know,
is.
but he's a good friend. We've known each other for a long time.
They're like, it's 2023. No one dresses like that anymore.
It doesn't matter. Get in the van.
Okay. All right. So they kind of follow along.
We don't know where Martina is, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Gary's like, yeah, I don't know. She said she was gonna go out hunting or something like that. I don't know. Should we look for her or should we just?
She took
Ruben's like
That's on her.
she's useful, but she's kind of a pain in the ass. I mean,
She's a little out there. Yeah.
I don't think that girl knows the meaning of the word discretion.
No.
And Donnie goes, neither do I. What does it mean?
Being secret.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not gonna be a secret when I start busting some heads.
Yeah, but you got to understand, Deshaun is incredibly strong. I've seen like claws come out of his hands and like scrape people's faces, and it's just.
He's probably a gangrel or something like that. You
I
just
don't
throw
know.
him some dog biscuits or something. They'll be all
God,
right.
I don't think that he'd have liked that very well. Yeah, but let's go get Doyle.
And he kind of flexes his arms. He's like, I'm pure Bruja. Nobody can stop us.
I'm so glad that you came over.
All right. So he's like, yeah, you'll want to get rid of those bodies in your garage. They're probably gonna start to stink pretty soon.
Yeah.
He's like, looks over at Gary. He's like, Cooper, or Cameron, whatever your name is. Why don't you go in there and take care of that stuff, and we'll be back.
Yeah.
Gary's like, I'm not a servant. I'm a full, and he seems to get a little indignant with Donnie.
Oh boy, here we go.
Donnie kind of just puffs his chest out. He's like, dude, I wasn't asking a favor. I was like, just go clean that shit up. We don't really need you anyway. I don't want you to break your glasses.
Oh, they're already broken, but yeah.
And they both look at Layla like, what are we gonna do?
She has a garden. Just do it.
She's like, Gary's like, all right, I guess, all right. He just kind of stomps off, and you see him like heading back towards the house with, he's like, I guess I have gloves or something like that for this.
Oh, there's probably some in the garage. Go get them.
But anyway, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys get in your van and you're gonna head off. We're gonna switch now that Whispers, welcome.
Hello.
I wasn't sure when you were coming, so I kind of planned you towards the end.
Oh,
But
no,
Yeah,
it's
but
fine.
whatever works.
absolutely fine. You arise at 8:30. Excuse me, and I'd like you to make a rouse check.
Rousing.
This is the
There's a rouse button. Cool.
Yep. We're all fancy like that.
Mhm.
So,
Mm.
get a tad more hungry.
Ugh.
What does Dr. Shirley do upon arising this evening?
Question: Is
Mhm.
that one person who tried to kidnap me still in my house?
They are, and they're actually going to be taking you to a meeting a little
Oh.
later in the evening.
Cool.
But for the moment, you probably have about an hour or so to yourself. Her
Yeah,
name is Marjorie. Yeah.
yeah. Shirley's just gonna pop like the door open in her room and be like, "Hey, do you guys want some like blood for breakfast? It's very rude if I don't offer you anything."
Yeah, they're a creepy bunch of Nosferatu, but generally they are. they kind of creep forward through the house and they're like, yes, whatever you can spare.
You guys, it's Chihuahua, possum, or 4 rats?
And one of them is kind of like kind of like clicking his nails together, like they all sound good. There's actually there's 3. There's Marjorie
Mhm.
and 2 underlings, we'll call them. One just kind of clicks his fingers like, that all sounds excellent.
Marjorie, can you tell your creepy one that this is not a Disney show? We can stop his own Disney villain kind of thing. Never
He's
mind,
like,
Disney henchman
click,
type
click,
of
click, click,
behavior.
click, click. And she's like, Edgar, settle down. We'll get you something. And he's like, it all sounds delicious.
You're so lucky I can't punch you. And Shirley's just gonna head to her shack and just grab herself a random border collie. I don't know what she has in her, shed. And she's just gonna drink up her fill and then grab a shopping bag off the side that says live, laugh, eat animals, not people. She got this custom ordered. And she's gonna toss the rats, the chihuahua, and you know what? And whatever the third thing I said was, and just toss it into a bag, walk inside, and just hand it to Marjorie.
And Edgar like snatches it from her. And he just like scurries over to her corner, starts to pull them out. And he's like looking at you with this puppy eyes. He's like,
Can you not do that in my waiting room? My intern's supposed to be here in 30 minutes.
And he kind of scurries a little further back into the corner and just kind of disappears in the darkness. You don't
Okay,
hear
cool.
anything.
Just use the vampire stuff. I don't need my human intern to realize.
Marjorie and her other underling, we prefer human prey.
Well, I don't have human here that you're allowed to eat.
I was gonna say they start to glance around. Kyle walks by. Garrett walks by. He's just kind of risen for the day, and he's almost still a little groggy. And he's like, Dr. Shirley, what's the plan for tonight?
Well, I'm being kidnapped, but not the important part. How are you doing?
I feel pretty good. It's kind of taken a little while to get used to this, but I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Wonderful. You're not dead.
No. I'm a little hungry though.
Have I showed you the shack?
I'm sorry, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not. It's just not. It's not filling me up. It's.
You were going to eat animal, not human. You want something alive. It's not been pre-dead. Hold on. You know what? I got this. Barbecue! She's gonna yell out as her mountain lion comes to her.
Barbecue. Okay.
Barbecue is the lion's
Okay.
name today. And it's like, hi, sweetheart. I have a quick favor.
And this thing just pounces in, and it just takes over the room. It's just,
Wonderful, you're just growling today. Can you do me a quick and wonderful favor, dearie? One day we're gonna teach you how to speak. Can you take my son over here? Take him hunting for some animals. If he tries to eat a person, you have full permission to drag him by his shirt collar. And if you bite him a little bit, that's fine. Just don't kill him.
okay. And it just kind of nods, and just kind of slams its shoulder into Garrett. Kind of a follow me kind of nudge, and he's like, all right, yeah. He kind of checks his nails a little bit. And he's like, I really should have gotten a pedicure before I, died, I guess.
Well, it's not like you really had a thing that I was going to do the thing. Also, we have to be secret. Kyle's just staring, loving the drama.
Oh yeah.
ongoing
Kyle's.
right now. Yeah. So yeah, if you could just take barbecue to the vet, that would be wonderful.
He leans in. He goes, "Is that a code for something?" The vet.
Yes. It's you're going hunting, but we don't want Kyle to know. Emmett, Garrett, whatever the fuck your name is.
You're surrounded by idiots.
Please follow the lion.
Okay, I can do that.
The
All right.
lion is in charge.
Okay. Yep. And the lion just pads out of the room. Garrett follows. And Marjorie is just kind of watching. She says, "You have amazing ability with animals for a Malkavian."
Oh yeah, see, I'm mentally unstable and feral, and they're feral, so it's very easy to talk to them.
Well, very well. We'll I guess we'll scrounge up our own meal. There was that Megan around here somewhere.
You are not allowed to eat anyone with on my property.
Oh, just a taste.
No.
Just a taste. We're not going to kill them.
No. They think I'm human, and I would like to keep it that way. Unless you're going to be paying for their therapy bills, which I highly doubt you're going to be paying me to give them therapy.
So you say you never fed from them at all?
No, I actually have never ate human my entire existence.
Mm.
Well, I did once. A little blood got into my mouth, and it tasted horrible.
She's like, very well. She says, we're going to return within 40 minutes for our meeting with the soon-to-be prince.
Cool. Anyways, would you like a recommendation where you for like a lot of drunk people that like nobody will notice if they go missing?
She says, I'm not that kind of Nosferatu. I have rarefied tastes. Unlike Edgar, who's still now just finishing. He's just finishing like chinchilla or something. And he's like,
oh, sure, chinchilla.
She's like, but I suppose beggars can't be choosers. Where shall we go?
I'm gonna give her an address to like a really shitty bar that it's known that people like disappear from there like all the time. Like it's clearly a vampire like hunting ground. The public doesn't know that. They just think like strippers, hookers, nearby hookers are just go missing all the time.
Tampa has several of those.
Oh, I know, it's Tampa. So I'm just gonna give her an address to like so this place is called Love Deleu. It's right off of, Highway 75. It actually, funny enough, it's one of the main hotels where you get things by the hour. If you know what that means.
She's like, 45 minutes, we'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Is there anything she would like to do in that intermittent time?
Yeah, it's been a while. I think Dr. Shirley's just gonna call Layla, have a little chit chat, a girl stuff.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
All right.
Ring, ring.
Who's calling me? Shirley. Hi.
Hi, I just wanted to, come in just to remind you you're not an evil person and just see what you're doing.
Hanging out with Donnie right now.
Oh, cool. Wonderful. Tell Donnie I said hi. He was your drummer that only knew how to flex, right?
He's good at both of those things, yes. Shirley says hi, Donnie.
He's just driving. There is probably playing a punk band on the car stereo, so it's very loud.
That's fine.
So he probably just kind of goes, uh-huh. And he's just kind of nodding his head to the beat.
Yeah.
So
what's up, Shirley?
Oh, just wanted to check in, before I get kidnapped against my will.
You're what? Wait.
Oh, a bunch
are
of
you in
people...
danger?
Maybe, I don't really know. But the point is, I'm getting 2, hardcore, football jackets. Oh, and I will definitely be getting, a council and, some democratic thing. Not important.
Okay.
I was just told if I said no, they would kill me. But I was just calling to check in, see how you're doing, if you still want to be part of the Sabbath, the traditional thing.
Yeah, that's probably going to change pretty soon.
Wonderful. Well, once I get my own domain, you're welcome to come take one of the houses, one of the apartments. I won't charge you rent like the other people.
That sounds great.
Wonderful. Well, if you're ever free, let's say the next 40 minutes, you're welcome to say hi before I be taken to meet this prince.
I think we're already booked for the day or the night, actually, and but I'll check in again sometime.
Oh, good. You better check in. I get worried when you don't call with you being, well, I really think I need to explain why I need to be worried about your safety.
Yeah, I know. Things got weird.
Have you talked to Silas recently?
No.
Well, in case you don't know, there's a couple people, wanting to kill him.
Really?
Yeah. Has he not kept you in the loop?
Sorry, what? That didn't come through. Turn the music down, Donnie. Damn.
Alright, he begrudgingly turns it down 2 clicks.
That's fine. Okay, what was it, Shirley?
Have you not been kept in the loop of, what's been going on while you're doing Sabbath stuff?
No. They kind of sequester us,
Well, here, let me give you a recap of the last couple sessions when you weren't paying attention to what we were doing. So, I've started a whole compound for new vampires to come learn to be vampires.
Cool.
I own so much land, almost my own little domain. People were threatened by that. Had to have a sundown because someone wanted to keep an eye on me, so then they sent it. My intern is doing amazing. She started to do therapy her own, and Silas is being tracked down by 3 people to kill him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Does he know that?
Oh yeah, I told him.
Okay.
In case he didn't know. But I believe one of them was what was his face with the other girl that we didn't decapitate, but we put a stake through her heart and kept her in my trunk for a while.
Oh right. What was it? Maya?
Maya.
I've barely seen her, so I'm guessing the name. But
yeah, so that guy is looking for Silas again to murder him.
Okay.
A couple other things want to murder him. I think the Sabbath's on that list as well. So I'm glad you're leaving. So we don't get mad at you.
I'm hoping. I don't know what happens if you leave without permission.
Probably death.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm gonna go meet a prince or something. I really wasn't paying attention. I was just told I could have football jackets.
Whatever makes you happy, Shirley. Whatever makes you happy.
Well, if you die, what do you want at your funeral?
I don't think there'll be anything left for a funeral if they kill me, honestly.
I could give a spiritual funeral.
Go ahead. I'm hoping not to die, though.
Well, please don't die. I don't really have the money to host a funeral.
That's fine. Yeah, okay.
And if you do kill anybody, there's a lot of dead bodies on the land that I own. Just toss them into a hole, and if they get caught, we just blame it on, the Lion King. Not the movie. The guy, the Lion King, that they made a Netflix special about 3 years ago.
Okay. Gotcha. I think.
All right, well, have fun, don't die, and we still are on for drinks in a couple days if we're not dead, right?
We'll see what happens. Things are starting to change, so we'll see. Yeah. All right, bye.
Bye.
All right. What a thing to come back to.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually a good time to switch over to Silas. So, you're going to give me a rouse check, please.
Okie doke. Yes, sir. Success.
All right. Nice.
You'll love to see it.
You've risen for the evening, and you are in your home. It's quiet. The entire family has been moved out. They've taken basically the essentials. There's still some things in the kids' rooms as you pass by, but this is probably the first time that you've been here at night. That it's very rare there's no one here. I mean, occasionally they'd go out to do some things, but
Mm-hmm.
you're not used to this kind of quiet.
Yep. Very bizarre.
You do see that you got a text from Emily at some point. Probably checking the time, it was just like right before dawn. And you see the cargo logistics are being finalized. Will you be joining them?
Not right away.
Okay. And you sent that back?
Yep.
Okay. A couple seconds later, it just says, "Don't delay too long."
I don't plan to.
Okay. What does he plan to do with this evening?
Oh, such a good question. As much as he probably would rather not, his choice of allies is rather small at the moment, so I think he would message Dr. Shirley and say, trying to be discreet through the text messages, being like, "So what's this about a party at your place?"
Well, the party might have to be postponed. I'm going out of town to, you know what, I'm just gonna be kidnapped against my will within 45 minutes. But like you're welcome to stay while I'm gone.
So this is all text, or are you going
Yeah,
to
it's
call?
all text.
Okay. Yeah, so you get this long rambling, and
Yeah.
breaks off. You have to wait
Oh
for
no,
the
no,
next
no,
one
no,
to come
it's
through.
only like a
She's-
couple sentences.
Yeah,
Stop
she's voice
for a moment.
texting.
No, it stops for a moment. You have a couple dots typed, then Shirley starts typing again. You gotta stop for Shirley to finish.
Why are you being kidnapped?
Oh, she's just gonna call you at that
Okay.
point. She's gonna go to her office. By the time her intern's here, she doesn't want her intern to get this conversation. She's like, "Oh, Silas. Okay, now we're on the phone. I can actually talk. You know, I'm an old lady. Don't expect me to text."
Okay.
So apparently this gal named Marjorie came by and said I would be very useful for something. And that if I said no, she was gonna kill me and my son. And here's the thing, very important thing. I get 2 football jackets with my name on it.
I don't know how to interpret all of that.
I'll also get to be part of a council to represent all Malkavians, but that one's not important.
Is Marjorie part of the Camarilla?
I don't know, I didn't ask. I was more
That seems like-
focused on the jacket part. If I said no, she was gonna kill me and my son.
Okay.
But you're welcome to come have a party at my place. Or was that a keyword? Or was that a code word?
That was a code phrase.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're welcome to come by. I told Layla when she's done fighting the Sabbath or whatever. She's also welcome to come by.
She's fighting the Sabbat now.
Oh yeah, she kind of is done with that life. Have you guys not been keeping up with each other?
No, where is she?
I don't know, she was in a van with the flexing drummer going to do something.
Donnie?
Dottie, yeah.
Did she say where they were going?
I'm giving you a moment. While you're on the phone, you're a minute typing. As I take Layla, hey, where are you going?
What's up, Shirley? I just talked to you a minute ago.
Well, where are you going?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's all. Silas wanted to know. I hang up on you and go back to my call with Silas. Listen, Layla's not sure where she's going, but assuming she's leaving the Sabbath, isn't her sire or some person in there the reason why she joined?
He's one of her band members.
I don't know. Maybe they're gonna go rescue them. Maybe to go have a tea party without us. You could just call her. Do you still have her number?
I
Text
do.
her number. Okay, yeah, just call her. I don't know why you're coming to me for all these questions. I'm mentally unstable.
Fine. And then he hangs up on Shirley and calls Layla.
Oh my God, Shirley, what is it? Oh wait, it's Shirley. Hello?
Where are you?
In
Where's
bed
Donnie
with
taking you?
I don't know. Well, I kind of know.
Ask him.
Donnie, where are we going?
To the freaking house you gave me the directions to, so we can kick somebody's ass.
There you go.
That tells me literally nothing.
I know. Yeah. We're probably going to pick up Doyle, which could really screw things up for me, but maybe not if we get away.
Okay, where is Doyle?
He's in a crummy little apartment complex that he got put there by Deshawn, who's using him so that I'll do whatever Deshawn says.
Okay, send me the information. I'll be there.
Here you go. Also, sorry about your car. I didn't do anything too bad to it, but you'll find it eventually.
Okay,
That's true. You don't have a car.
That's not even a thing that he's worrying about right now.
She didn't do much, but you know. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Hang
So
on.
he's gonna hang up, and then he's going to go to the garage, and he's gonna take one of his kids' cars.
As you're heading out, could you give me a wits and awareness roll, please?
Okay. One success.
Okay. You're heading towards the car. When you get an enormous pain in your back, someone has jumped on you and has stabbed you in the back.
Oh, geez. Okay.
You feel this heavy weight has come onto you, and as you try to spin, there's someone trying to get a better grip on you, and they've pulled this dagger out of your back, and now you see this dagger being raised like up towards your chest.
Oh, geez. Can I grab them and
Yes.
sort of just like pin them down?
Yeah. Give me a I guess that's by strength and brawl.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Luckily, he is good at that.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna blood surge.
Okay. And so
Oh, well, I don't know. Okay. Rouse. Okay. Fail. Whatever. Okay. Brawl. Strength. Roll.
Okay. Yeah, you manage to, like as the daggers come down, you kind of like be able to block it with your hand and be able to kind of spin to try to loosen their grip on you. And you hear this thud as someone falls off. When you turn around, there is this masked figure, very, very thin in all black, but all you see is these piercing yellow eyes peering out from underneath their mask, and they're still holding the dagger, and they're gonna and they kind of step back like they're kind of dancing around with you.
Okay, I'm going to okay, let's see. I am going to try and mesmerize them.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell them, you don't want to fight me.
I'm gonna try to do that. They may try to do something in the meantime. So let's go ahead and have you make your roll. And I
Okay.
need to go back and find what that is. I'm sure you already know.
Yeah. Well, I know I need to roll dominate plus manipulation.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
have to
blanking on what they need to roll
Yeah,
off.
yeah, that's what
though.
Go ahead and roll what you need, and I'm going to see what they need to roll.
Okay.
Because it was mesmerize, you said?
Yep.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so it's, yeah, actually yours is manipulation plus dominate.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, and theirs is intelligence and resolve. Okay.
Okay, I got 3
Ooh.
successes.
Possible bestial failure.
Well, that's only if I lost
right.
the
Yeah,
thing.
but you didn't lose. They you managed to catch their gaze right before they were gonna try to slip away from you, and they kind of stopped. And they're like, "You have to die, Silas Lambert."
Why do I have to die?
Because you oppose the New Order.
And that new order being...
The coming of the Camarilla, the Ivory Tower. We've come to take this city back.
In what way do I oppose that?
Hang on a second. Just want to see something. How long is your... Until the command is carried out or the scene ends. So
Yeah.
your
And
command
my command was, you
was
don't want to fight me.
You don't want to fight me. Okay. I said you're a servant of the Baron of the Anarchs.
Well, that's very demeaning.
That's when you feel somebody shove you from the other side. You feel like a weight crash into you. And there is a second assailant in the room.
Lovely.
Unfortunately, you missed your check. So
Yeah.
So somebody shoves into you.
Does no one know how to talk like civilized people? As I sort of, after they shove me, I sort of just like prop myself against one of the cars in the garage.
Yes. You've kind of like gone out into the garage. We're gonna see you like kind of slam into a car, and there's no lights on in the garage when you just stepped out. But you've now lost track of the first one. You told you don't want to fight me. You've lost track of that one. But now if you look to your left, it's a similar looking figure, but this one doesn't meet your gaze. They're kind of like moving towards you, but they're keeping their face down away from you.
All right. Let's see. And I'll sort of just like I'll try to like keep I'm not gonna like advance on them quite yet or anything, but I'm gonna keep my eye on the one I see and sort of like try and keep my eye out for the other one. And I'll just say, why does the Camarilla think I'm such a threat to them? Because I work with a Baron.
You do. And the character wouldn't be stumbling like this. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
This is you rejected the order of our kind by not following the guidelines, by the rules, and you have to be removed.
I work for whoever's serving my best interests, and at the time that was them. Clearly that's not working out these nights.
So that you hear that the first one is the only one who speaks to you, and their voice is kind of like almost like kind of circling around the garage, even though it's not a very big garage. They probably... So you're saying you would switch teams?
if they had a better offer.
How do we know you can be trusted?
You don't. Clearly you don't trust me, or otherwise you wouldn't be here stabbing me in the back like a coward.
What do you have to offer us?
I'm rather efficient at getting jobs done. I know how to handle myself in a fight. But I also know when a silver tongue can do the job better than any fist.
You know Magnus is looking for you.
I don't doubt it.
And they stop.
He's not my biggest fan.
It's like, well, we don't work for Magnus. But we just know that if we were to bring you to him, we'd be highly rewarded.
Would you now? And so what is Magnus's role in this new order of yours?
They say he's not going to be the primogen of his clan, that the prince will have perhaps another role in mind for him.
Mm. What does Magnus want? To talk, to cave my skull in?
From what we hear, yes, to destroy you, because
Oh,
he cannot find his child.
His child that he was dreadfully ashamed of and he didn't want anyone finding out about.
And just silence. They've now drifted into the shadows. You can't see them.
All right. I'll sort of like
damn, obfuscate's powerful. So
yeah, I was like, I will sort of like try to work my way to not the door that like leads into the house, but like sort of like the back entrance from the garage that like leads into the backyard area.
Okay.
I'll sort of like try to discreetly, this is not his strong suit, but he'll try to discreetly make his way there, while sort of just like keeping his eyes on the darkness, even though he doubts he's going to be able to see them.
He's not going to attack the darkness? No.
No.
Could you give me a dex and stealth roll, please?
Yeah, I figured that would be the thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm gonna blood surge to try and help out with this.
Okay.
Ooh, success. You'll love to see it. All right. Stealth.
Wait, I rolled that wrong. Hold on.
Dex.
And there we go. Let's try that again.
No successes. Love to see it.
As you slide around the card to get to the door, you feel this hand like just push against your chest, like hold you in place. Not so fast. We're not done talking yet.
Well, you got awfully quiet there for a moment, so I wasn't sure.
If you think you can give us something of value, we might forget this whole little skirmish and talk to our sponsor and see if she can be convinced of your new allegiance.
And what would that something of value be?
What do you know about the Sabbath?
I know that Deshaun Taylor is in charge of the ongoing dealings of theirs in the city.
Do you know of anyone who associates with him?
I know someone who's recently gotten out.
No one gets out.
Well, she has a friend who's trying his darndest to ensure she gets out.
What's their name? Maybe we can start with that as a bargaining chip.
What do you plan on doing with them?
We'll see what information they can give us. But first, we need to know who it is. It would go a long way towards securing your freedom. Unless you want to tell us where Baron Underwood is, that'd be helpful too.
Hmm.
And you feel this knife start to like just trace across your chest, and like it's like popping buttons on your shirt, like bing, bing.
I can I can disclose Baron Underwood's location.
That would go a long way towards cleaning up any of this mess of you potentially working against the New Order. But we'd also still like to find out about your friend from the Sabbath. So why don't we, and you feel the hand kind of start to shove you back a little bit, why don't we go in your house and talk?
Fine.
Okay.
And I'll sort of like I'm not going to make any sudden movements or anything. But I'll sort of just like slowly and calmly like walk towards the kitchen and just take a seat at the kitchen table.
And you did have some lights on in the house. So you went from like a totally dark garage into where you're starting to be able to get a little bit of light in the house. So, okay. And whoever had the knife on you now has their hand on your shoulder, kind of.
And so are they both sort of like on the thinner, wiry side, or was it just the one?
Just both of them. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
both of them.
Yeah. And you're kind of taken through the front door. Start walking in towards the kitchen, and then you hear the door close. So you presume the second one has come in and closed the door.
Okay.
And they lead you over to the table. And when you sit down, the first one, who isn't going to fight you, sits down across from you. You don't see where the second one went, though.
Okay.
It's now at this time that you notice that what you had missed was that one of the windows in the living room was ajar. Normally that would be completely shut. You have a house,
Yep.
But it was up. Unfortunately, you missed that. So.
Okay.
So the one who sits down with you, they remove their hood, and they are a Nosferatu.
Okay.
You do not recognize them. They have little wisps of hair across the top of their head, but they appear to have been probably embraced when they were probably like middle-aged.
Okay.
But they have just these like piercing yellow eyes, and just kind of like one kind of snaggletooth fang kind of hangs out. And he says, "All right, let's start with where is Baron Underwood going to?" He puts his phone out and hits a thing and like puts it over to you, like record.
Okay. Storyteller reminds me, did we where exactly was she planning on heading?
You don't know. All you know is
Okay.
that Emily was going to get them somewhere safe.
Okay. So in that case, I will relay the safe house that she is currently staying at, to my knowledge.
Okay. All right. So they get that, and they're like,
she's working on getting out of there rather soon, though. So if you're going to make a move, I would recommend doing it sooner rather than later.
Okay. And they Does he speak any other languages?
He speaks French.
Does he speak French? Okay. I don't think we've made a language roll in this entire game. I don't know if actually is language a. I don't think it is. I think it's a.
No, it's not a roll.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How about this? I will let you make a roll. Let's do intelligence and academics.
Okay.
Because the first one does say something in French over to the person you don't see. Yeah, let's go ahead and make a roll.
Okay. Time to blood surge again.
Okay. Wow.
Either are you just doing shit tonight, Silas? Are you just rolling?
I guess so.
Yeah, it would be intelligence and academics, let's say.
Yeah, that would probably be the most equivalent role, like if you're trying to pick up on something, I guess. Okay.
Not bad.
I'm gonna actually no, I'm not. I'll just leave that as is.
Yeah. You hear them say it's an address in Pasco County. Over to who to wherever the other person is, and you just hear a grunt in response, but not anything back.
Friend not very talkative.
No, they're more the stabby type. I'm the negotiator. All right, so we'll start with that. Now, do you want to go for bonus points?
Maybe.
Who's your friend in the Sabbath?
Well, as I said, she's working on getting out. But her name is Layla Jensen.
And you hear them say, Layla Jensen, whatever translates. Usually names don't translate, so.
No, names don't usually translate.
Exactly. The name is Layla Jensen. Okay. I think we can work with that, Mr. Lambert. And again, forgive me for the rude interruption, the rude meeting, but we had to ensure that you were willing to negotiate.
Understandable, but I don't really want to hear this. No one leaves the Sabbat business, seeing as far as I'm aware, you took in half or more of Clan La Sombra after they defected into your ranks.
Just this grunt, be like, they're traitors, not to be trusted anyway.
But anyway, they're not involved with this, so let's leave them out of it, I guess.
Well, then I think we'd like to invite you then to a very special party then this evening.
And what would that be?
Oh, we're planning the coronation of the new prince.
All right. You have me intrigued.
Well, given that you're still lurking among the anarchs, you haven't quite heard of the news. You see, Tampa's going to have a prince who's going to bring law and order back to this city, and will have the resources to fight the Sabbath and annihilate them before they grow further like a cancer.
I see. I honestly didn't think that was a bad idea beforehand. Cassandra didn't really agree, but
You see, and then
people can't really choose to be picky when a city is seeking ruination.
And they get this almost like Grinch-like grin. It's just, it says, "You see, you're coming around already."
I've been half around the whole time.
Well, you might want to change shirts. Again, apologies. And they will let you get up and go to your bedroom and change into a new shirt that has buttons and possibly not a stab through the back.
All right, sounds good. I will go and do that then.
Okay.
I'll put on red.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna flash back then over to Layla.
Okay.
And the van has arrived outside of the crack house apartment
Crack
that
house,
you
that's pretty
had
much.
you had gone and met with Donnie at. Met
Doyle.
with Doyle. Yeah, excuse me.
Mhm.
Pull up. There still some of the same kids hanging around in the parking lot.
That's kids, you know.
They kind of watch you when you if you get out of the van first.
Mhm.
Ruben was with you,
Okay.
and then Donnie gets out,
All right.
and Donnie looks like he has, like, as he gets out, you see a flash of something. And it looks like I don't know if he has brass knuckles or something. He looks like he has something like in his
All right.
hand.
All right.
And the kids who are watching you,
Mm-hmm.
one of them jumps up when he sees Donnie, because Donnie's like circling around the van. He goes, "All right, which place is it? Come on, let's go."
This one. This one. Follow me.
Okay. The kid whistles really loud. And as Donnie start walking up to the door,
Mm-hmm.
a burly gentleman, we'll say, with fading blonde hair, dressed in God knows what. I mean, it looks like a T-shirt that probably hasn't been washed since 1970, and literally jeans with the rope belt,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, and like these like crumbling sneakers. Like comes up, and he says, "You guys gotta get out of here. You just get out of here. You don't belong here." I'm gonna let Layla act first before Donnie.
Okay. How close are we to the building?
You're probably about 10 feet from the door, but what this guy did is he just appeared from nowhere.
Okay.
And he just kind of slides up, and he's now blocking your path to the doorway. And he just has like rotten ass breath.
Great.
I mean, he's like, you get out of here, man. You don't belong here.
I'm gonna punch him.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Give me a Dex and Brawl roll, please.
Okay. Dex and Brawl. Here we go. Where's Brawl?
Actually, choose Brawl first and then Dex. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
I always
get it
think
backwards every time. All right.
Well,
Brawl,
and that's the way we
and
think of it, but Foundry
yeah.
does it backwards.
Does it
so,
backwards.
yeah.
Okay. Brawl and Dexterity rolling.
Oh, yeah, you tag him pretty hard.
Good.
In the jaw,
Mm-hmm.
and and you just like basically just like clear the path.
Yep.
He just, right. Donnie gives him a swift kick as he goes
Right.
by. You hear a
Yeah.
crunch as the guy's tibia snaps.
I don't care.
And
really don't
you
care.
Go, and you go stomping towards the door.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And again, it's just kind of this old beat up door
Mm-hmm.
with a old broken down doorbell. I stumbled on that last time too. Doorbell.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
okay.
So we're going in.
Okay.
Yep.
So, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go up to the. I think it's an apartment complex, but it's not.
No,
like a
it's
home. It's
well,
like
no,
several...
it's like the door into the apartment.
Oh, okay, the door
So,
into the
yeah.
apartment. All right, yeah. So I'm going in, and I'm gonna go get Doyle.
Okay. So Are you walking through the door? How
running
are you?
across the room, going to get him.
Well, no. You have to open a door first.
Okay, so I thought we
Get
did.
into it.
But, all right.
That's what I wanted to find out.
Okay, yeah, I'm
The
gonna
door
pound
is
on the
there.
door. I'm
You
gonna
can pound on the door. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I did it before.
Yeah,
Got me
no.
in
I
before.
just want to make
Yeah,
sure.
I just didn't understand where we were in this. That's all. I get it now.
Nope. You were still walking up. You punched
Mhm.
the dude. You moved
Mhm.
to the side. You're charging towards the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Pound on the door.
Mhm.
And just like last time, it opens
Mhm.
up.
Yep.
And then you see somebody looking and going, "What the fuck do you want again now?"
Same thing as before. I want to see Doyle move.
He's like, "Fuck you." Door closes.
Donnie, want to give it a crack?
All right. All right. I never have Donnie's character sheet on here, so I'm gonna use somebody else. I'm gonna use somebody else's who's his comparable. So
Who's equivalent?
yeah, basically
Uh-huh.
for what we're doing. Yeah, he
Mhm.
digs his fingers into the door and just starts to he just yanks it really hard,
Okay.
and it opens up a little bit,
Mhm.
and against the hinges. I mean, he's
Mhm.
and he can give it another yank, and he'll be able to pull it off.
Okay.
And we're gonna see that if he can do that before somebody inside decides they don't want him there.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, Donnie just yanks
Got it.
off.
Okay,
Yeah, and
great.
basically the door comes off.
All right.
And you see the guy from last time with the greasy head.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like looking back. He's like, "What the fuck? You're not supposed to be here."
I'm gonna go get Doyle.
Okay.
Donnie can fight him if he wants to. But,
Okay. This guy's gonna get in your path. He's gonna try to grab you.
I'm gonna kick him.
Okay. Go ahead and
I'm gonna stomp on the inseam of his foot.
Okay. Give me
That's what I'm gonna
give
do.
me
Same
a
as
brawl.
before.
Give me a brawl and dex roll, please.
All right. So brawl and dexterity. Roll.
Okay, not bad. Yeah. He goes, "Ah."
All right.
Okay.
And I push
And-
him, and I'm gonna go. I know where
Okay.
Doyle is. I'm gonna get him.
Okay.
and open the door.
The people are still all on the mattresses. A couple of them kind of scurry away from you guys as you come in.
Yeah.
Donnie kind of follows behind you in your wake.
Yeah.
There is another guy now blocking your path.
What's with all these people?
And he is this one is oh, fuck you, server. Okay. Sorry. Jesus. Anyway,
Screw down.
I paid the bill, I
Good.
swear.
Yeah.
This guy is going to also try to get in your path. I'm going to say you use a similar move to get past him.
Yep.
You are moving quickly.
Yep.
And this guy appears to be a normal human. You get past
broke
him,
Yeah.
and you get into the hallway where Doyle's room is,
Mhm.
and he's just kind of sitting in his chair, kind of looking out the window.
Okay. Hey, Doyle, come with us. Donnie found me. Let's go.
Donnie's here.
Yeah.
I hear this loud crash from the living room, and
See,
like,
Donnie's
shouts.
here, okay?
And
Come on, let's go,
the
let's go.
sound of something like repeatedly hitting a heavy surface, like a drum beat. Bum, bum, bum.
See?
Bum, bum,
He's
bum,
here.
bum. And he's like, he kind of staggers to his feet. He's like, yeah, let's go. Come on.
Yeah, let's go. We got a van. Let's go. Come on.
Okay.
Come with me.
You get out in the living room, and Donnie is putting somebody's head literally through a wall.
Okay.
The first guy has now gotten up and is like he's reaching around looking for like a phone or something like that. And
Gotta get out. We just gotta get out. I don't care what these guys do.
Okay.
Otherwise.
And you get to the doorway,
Mhm.
and the kids were outside. One of them is like talking on a phone, like rapidly to somebody.
Oh boy.
And Donnie comes out. He's like, "Kid, put down that phone." And the kid goes,
All right.
just like puts it down.
Uh huh.
And
Okay.
he's like, all right, Layla, we gotta go.
Yeah. Doyle, come on. Get in the van. Let's go.
Ruben never came in. Ruben stayed in the van for whatever reason.
Somebody needed to.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna make a fast getaway then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna say you're getting to the van and getting ready to get out of there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dr. Shirley.
Yes.
It's been more than 45 minutes, but yeah. Marjorie and crew are ready to leave, and Marjorie says, "I hear we're gonna have another person joining us. Seems your friend Silas has decided to switch teams."
Oh, wonderful. He still owes the bar like $50 from the bottle of alcohol I got the other day.
She's
I
like,
just need
"What?"
to remind him. Oh,
What?
I drink on his tab.
She's like, "Whatever. All right." She's like, and she goes, "Are you gonna wear that? You're meeting with a prince."
She looks at herself in just like a black dress and a shawl and heels. Like, what? Do I need to be fancier?
She's like, "Well, I guess you've met him before, and he already knows you. So
Do I put a ball gown on? You want a ball gown? You want glitz and
no,
glam?
no. I mean, it's
You know
not.
what? No, no. You know what? Shush it. She goes back into her room.
And this is where Kyle appears and is ready to help. He's like, "Can I help you, Dr. Shirley?"
Kyle.
He's like, "Not that I know anything about fashion, but so."
Sure, and definitely know nothing about fashion. So I'm gonna go meet a prince and a Renaissance meets modern kind of showcase tonight. And I was told I need like some glitz and some glam, and honestly, I kind of want to be hot. So here's my closet.
Kyle looks and he's like, I don't know anything about these things. I don't.
I open my closet.
He's like, "That looks very pretty, but I'm not sure."
Kyle. I will stop making gay comments if you just let yourself have a fashion moment.
I think we need a Kyle spinoff at some point.
Also, let's go. I
Kyle-
volunteer to play Kyle.
Kyle, maybe a Kyle and Garrett spinoff.
Let's go. So
All right.
yeah,
we'll,
after a while, I feel like she pulls out. I feel like Kyle's like, "Ooh, this is vintage." Dr. Shirley's like, "I wore that like 30 years ago." But it's like this beautiful like dress, like down to the floor, has a slit all the way up. It's covered in like beads, gemstones, sparkly. Shows off her chest a bit. She just throws like a jacket on top of it to add a bit of edge. She's too lazy to put on a pair of stilettos. This dress requires stilettos. She's gonna put on her black pumps like she always does. It just walks out. Her hair's probably. How would Kyle do her hair? He's a hairdresser.
That is true.
Do you just want me to come up with it and say Kyle did it?
Yeah.
It's like a
The storyteller knows
like-
nothing about that.
it's like a to go with the dress. It's like a 1930s like flapper style. Her hair's like up in a bun.
Okay.
There's like little like flowers and gemstones put into it. She has a bandana around it to just fit with like the timepiece.
Okay.
It's just gonna walk up like Marjorie. I had my resident, hairstyler and fashion director, who is totally not gay. Designed my look. Is this better? I called the gay.
And she's like, "It's perfect. Why don't we get going? And we'll take my vehicle."
Okay. Oh,
And,
Kyle, Garrett's in charge.
He's like, "Garrett's not back yet. He's still out hunting with
Yeah. Barbecue.
barbecue." Yeah.
Fine. Until I get back, Ranch is in charge. And I just feel like my snow pepper wolf just looks at me being like, "I'm not ready for this responsibility."
No one will ever put Kyle in charge.
No.
All right. Yeah, so they're going to take you out to the SUV to go to your meeting. We're going to switch back to Silas.
Okie doke.
And you are now dressed, and you're going to be going to a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And is he wearing a suit, or is he just going to basically?
Yeah, he's wearing a suit. He's wearing a red shirt, black suit, black tie, and he's sort of like, made sure he's like well groomed. He hasn't like cut his hair or anything, but he like makes sure like everything's like shaped and like slicked back and stuff.
Okay. They don't tell you where you're going. You presume probably East Tampa. While you're on the ride, because we never named them. Number one gets a message that says, "Your lead. Well, there's nobody there. So they must have, like you said, gotten out before we got there."
I thought that would be a possibility.
So unfortunately,
the person taking care of all that is quite efficient at her job.
Oh, who would that be? Since we're all getting chummy now.
My sire.
Oh, who might that be?
Her name is Amelie. Well, that's one of the names she goes by anyway.
She's a master of disguise. You'll never find her. So no. I'm just thinking of that line from Indiana Jones. So Amelie. Okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you.
I'm sure you and all your friends will want to take care of her, but she knows how to take care of herself, so be careful which fights you choose.
I'm not familiar with the name, but I'm sure someone on our side knows her. All right. And we are going to switch to Layla, who now you guys are driving like the proverbial bat out of hell.
Yeah, out of here.
You get about 5 minutes away from there when your phone blows up.
Oh my God, what is happening now?
And it's a number you recognize as Deshaun has contacted you on this number before.
It's Deshaun.
Donnie's like, you want me to talk to him?
Yeah. Here,
All right.
I'll hold up the phone.
I will make Tom talk to himself. I see how it is.
And you hear this shouting. It says, "What the fuck are you doing? What? You are so dead. I'm gonna rip your head off." And Donnie goes, "Listen here, asshole. She's with me now. And if you come near her, I'm gonna rip your head off, just like you said you want to rip her head off. And I'm gonna bowl with your head or something like that, because you're probably too stupid to know how to bowl." And there's just this pause on the other side, like, what the? Deshaun's voice goes, "Who the fuck is this idiot that I'm talking to?" And Donnie just clicks it off and just tosses it.
Thanks. Yeah, that's gonna be problems if they find us.
He's like, "I don't know. He didn't sound so tough to me." He's like, "Where to?"
Not where he's at. I don't know. They usually have us all show up at a really old Best Buy, and I don't think that's a good place to go right now, considering he's probably really mad at both of us. We just got to get away.
All right, but yeah. So all right, but if you know where they're at,
yeah.
I don't know. We could get like Molotov cocktails or something, and just throw them in there and just throw them all up or something.
It's a lot of them.
Oh, fuck it, I'm not afraid of them.
I kind of am, honestly. Yeah. Where are we gonna? Do you know how to make those?
Sure, man. You just get like liquor and a rag and you stuff it in there and light it on and throw it at people. It's easy.
Okay.
He's like, to the liquor store.
All right.
He
I guess that's where we're going.
swerves the van around and kind of
Mhm.
fishtails, and he sees a liquor store. You guys go charging towards the liquor store.
Oh God, here we go. This better work.
And I think we're gonna switch back to Dr. Shirley.
Cool.
You get into East Tampa, specifically into Ybor City, and you're headed towards. You thought you were heading towards that coffee shop slash bookstore that you had met Jesus at before, but instead you seem to be going towards a little further into town. There is a famous restaurant that we're going to substitute in the World of Darkness because I love the Columbia restaurant. So we're gonna make it something else, something similar to the Columbia restaurant. It's already closed at this point, which has a huge banquet area. And when you arrive, there's a lot of kindred around that you don't recognize. You don't really see almost anyone local, we'll say. But when as you're brought in by Marjorie, there's a lot of well-dressed kindred, but you don't really recognize them. But you do spy at the far end of the room one Jesus Montenegro of Clan Tremere is speaking with a rather distinctive-looking woman that. If you had to place, you're probably like, she's definitely Toreador. She just has that feel to her. We're going to say probably about 2-3 minutes later, that's when your car pulls up, and you are escorted in the similar fashion. And as you come into this banquet room, you do see Dr. Shirley. But you don't recognize anyone else. I mean, you'd think, well, if this is a meeting of like the local kindred, why aren't there any locals here? Besides her and Jesus.
Yeah, because it's a complete takeover, baby.
There's some light music playing. There are waiters walking around with a tray of champagne glasses, and people seem to be merging into their own kind of small groups. But again, they all seem to know that they all seem to know each other, but they don't know you.
Yeah, Dr. Shirley eventually just walks up to Silas, being like, "It's scary. I haven't been to a formal event in the 1960s."
I see. So, how did you end up getting wrangled into all of this exactly? Were you stabbed in the back by uninformed?
Oh no, actually, I got a
Delinquents.
phone call. They actually came up and we had a wonderful conversation.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Good
I
for
mean,
you.
they did shoot one of the newbie vampires under my care, but he'll be fine. He just fell from 3 stories. He'll recover in like a day or 2. But like, yeah, normal conversation. Like, hey, we really like your skills, but also if you say no, we're gonna kill you. So, you know. Oh, and they offered to buy me Letterman jackets. 2 of them.
They assaulted me in my home because they thought I was a threat to the New Order.
That shouldn't be new for you. You seem to get attacked, hijacked almost once a week since I've met you.
At my home, it's a first.
How's the kids? Are they okay?
It's not a problem.
Oh, did you send them away?
Yes.
Oh, I also sent my descendants away as well.
The Nosferatu who had brought in Silas now wanders over to talk to Marjorie, and they all seem to form a little circle. You can't see what they're talking about, but they seem to be updating each other.
Damn, not having auspex.
Oh yeah, I have aspects, don't I? I'm gonna enhance my hearing to listen in.
Yeah, yeah, that would be a thing. Why don't we see? Let's see what would be appropriate. Probably the heightened senses, which I don't even think you need a roll
Nope.
for. Nope. Yeah. Roll your. You're just gonna roll your. Actually, you do roll your wits and resolve, but there's no rouse check for it. So.
Okay. Wits and resolve.
Yes,
Give
and
me a
then
moment.
add your auspex modifier.
Yeah.
We're gonna. No. We're gonna. Ba-ba. Y'all. It's not liking me.
You want me to roll it?
Yeah, it is literally having me a blank sheet at the moment.
No problem. All right, so it was. It's a little-
Restart Foundry as you roll for it.
Okay, so and I think I'm doing this wrong, but let's hope for a good result. Oh, that's lots of dice. Yes. Yeah, you can hear what they are talking about. You hear them discussing his sire. His name is Amelie. And then one of them chuckles like, "Oh, I know that name. They're a famous anarch. I forget what the terms they use from besides anarch. And he has a name to give us of someone who's joined the Sabbath. We've got to get that name. They will want the name. Oh, they will find the name in time."
Yeah, after hearing that, Shirley is just basically gonna like grab Silas, like wrap a hand like gently around like his shoulders, then pull him into a huddle.
I just imagine her reaching up to him and then pulling him down so they're like level with each other.
Fully. She'll
So
relay
Silas is
that
just
information like a
hunched
hushed-up
over and
whisper.
listening to her.
Oh, she's like somewhat like as much as she can get on her tippy toes and her heels as well. But yeah, she'll relay all of that information in like a whisper to you. I just don't want to repeat all of that.
Yes,
That's fine.
understandable. And then he'll whisper back saying, "I didn't realize the Camarilla was filled with such inept kindred."
I know, they seem very, how do I put this nicely, having a dysfunctional frontal cortex.
Yes, okay. Thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
And I will stop hunching over.
Oh yeah, Dr. Shirley would then like rub your jacket like I was trying to like fix like a spot that you had that was dirty and that's why I pulled you down.
Marjorie then leaves the group, and you see her wander over to the woman who was talking to Jesus, and her back is to Dr. Shirley. And they seem to be having a discussion. The other woman kind of leans out and just looks right at Silas, just this ice cold look, and the smile she gives is, even for a vampire, is chilling.
Does she look familiar to me at all? Or is this like a complete stranger to me?
She is a stranger, but you get the feeling that she is probably some kind of enforcer in the Camarilla.
Okay. So like a hound or a scourge or something?
Or possibly an archon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just get the feeling like she's not average average
Okay.
kindred.
Okay.
So-
So, yeah, she's like, I'm top of the top, don't fuck with me kind of vibes she's giving me.
Yeah.
Not a Justiceer or whatever the word is. I always thought it was Justicar until I played Baldur's Gate. Then she pronounced it differently. But
Well, it's also spelled differently.
exactly. Yeah, I think this one is spelled differently. I always thought
Yes,
it
I
was
would say this is just a car. Baldur's Gate is Justiceer.
Justiceer, whatever. Anyway, we digress because we'll start talking about Baldur's Gate all night.
Yes, it's so good.
We only have 23 minutes left a session. We don't have enough
Yeah, I
time
know.
for that.
I know. Yeah, we're actually getting ready to wrap up soon. But yeah, she just gives you this ice cold look, like you're probably going to be talking to her at some point.
All right.
Okay.
Silas remains like fairly stoic, but he like makes a extreme mental note of that.
Can we go someplace where someone doesn't want to kill you?
That seems highly unlikely, but it is the dream.
Can I at least get like a drink first?
Yeah, of course. There's servants going by with
Is it actual alcohol or is it blood?
blood.
She's gonna like wave over to like.
Is there,
one of the
is there a
servers.
non-human option?
Yeah, she basically says, "Hi, I don't want to be like that bitch, but do you have something that's non-humanoid?"
She's, I don't know. I just was told to bring this out and serve. I guess I could ask.
Oh, that if you could be, that would be amazing.
She's like, okay, I'll go talk to the scary people who made me come out with a trace of blood
Thank
you and
you.
see if they have another option for you, for your delicate palate.
Sorry, no. Oh God, I don't eat human.
And she wanders off.
Yes. Meanwhile, Silas's palate is significantly more delicate than Dr. Shirley's.
You hear the doors to the room close, and then it grows silent, almost like like at a wedding when somebody starts like tapping on a glass to get everyone's attention. They don't have a tap on the glass. You just know that you should turn and give your attention to the front of the room where Marjorie has left, but it's now just Jesus and the unknown woman looking out all of you. And I think that's where we're going to close for tonight.
All right.
So we're going to wrap up there. I think we've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Got some threads out there to resolve. How's everybody feel?
Oh, wonderful.
This is not how I thought this was gonna go, but I'm ecstatic.
Neither did I. Let me put it that way.
Yep.
The running joke of season 2 is still going. Y'all are just having trouble, and Dr. Shirley's just vibing behind you.
I'm so happy Donnie's back.
Oh
I'm
God,
just-
yes. Yeah. I was hoping he'd show up.
I don't know if any of you guys saw the promo thing I posted on
I did see
Instagram.
Oh, I
Yes.
saw it. Yeah. Mhm.
It was.
I saw it, but for some reason my brain just did not connect the dots.
And
Oh,
that's
I
fine.
did.
I was like, it's a spoiler, but I was like, I can't resist it.
Yeah.
I was like, actually, a picture of kind of what Donnie looks like.
Kinda.
Yes, I'm also very excited to talk to Magnus to see how all that goes.
Oh wow. Yeah.
He's around somewhere.
Somewhere he is here.
Yeah, I always start off with some notes, and kind of go from there. And had not planned on Silas flipping.
Yep.
So again, I attempt not to railroad anyone. I try to just have some notes and kind of see which way you guys go. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's very much like, all right, you guys have a solid chance of winning this. I'm in.
which makes sense. That sounds like the character.
It does.
So,
Yeah, but he's like, all right, my family's out of the city. Amelie ensured that they're safe. All right, I'm not gonna die here if I have a say in it, and these guys are my best shot.
Awesome.
So how did Garrett's first hunt go? Since Shirley said they to graduate him.
We'll say it went pretty good.
Cool.
They found a wild boar. We're gonna say
A wild boar in Tampa.
yeah. You actually
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
yeah
I know.
you
I
yeah
said that sarcastically, but I
Yeah,
know. I
it's-
grew up in that area.
out in the
okay.
country. Yeah. They found a boar, and the two of them managed to take it down. Garrett got gored quite a bit. His stomach got kind of gored up a little bit, but he was able to guzzle a lot of blood from this thing, and he's on the mend, we'll say.
Yeah, he's got to learn to be a vegetarian. See, now listen, if we ever do a spin-off of the Kyle and Garrett show, this is the perfect coming off point. It's like, God, you look very injured. Are you okay? Oh, yeah, my stomach is just a little upsetty spaghetti.
How's Layla?
Layla's really happy to see Donnie again, and she's gonna do whatever he says with these Molotovs.
There is potentially a way out for her.
Yeah,
There is. Well, I mean, there is a way.
there is a way.
It
I don't know what it would be.
Well, you got to think about it.
Yeah.
There are options there for her.
Okay.
So we'll pick up again next week.
I really want
Yeah.
to see her. I really want to see her light Deshaun on fire.
Same.
Maybe it'll happen. Who knows? Depends on what options Layla decides to go. So,
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap up for tonight, folks. Thank you again for joining. I want to thank my players. We got one more left.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Bittersweet.
see well, it's time. It's time to wrap up this story. And
I know. I'm very
yeah.
excited, but it's also
Yeah.
like kind of melancholy because it's the end.
Yeah.
So we'll do that again. I believe next week is on Wednesday. Let me take a look here.
Is it?
I believe so.
Yeah, because
On the schedule anyway.
It is on next Wednesday, 8:00. Because we had to move some things around.
Right, we
it'll
did.
be next Wednesday.
Okay.
So hope everyone can come and join us next Wednesday. Again, thank you for everyone watching. We appreciate your support, and we will see you all again next week. Good night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.